Have you seen this HMRC Podcast Guy?
Yes.
He said, Jermaine, the streets have been asking for you.
We're
on the radar.
How do you get put in a charity for a foundation game?
Richarlison is 100% coming out of my team.
Whee!
Yeah, that's a fact.
Finally, well done, JJ. Well done, mate. He's like, I didn't touch you. And I lifted up my trouser leg and showed him, and he goes, oh, I thought I didn't touch you. Hello, I'm Jermaine Pennant.
And I'm Jermaine Jenas.
Welcome to episode 10 of Wildcards Podcast, where fantasy football obsession meets some chaos from the beautiful game. It can ruin your week. It can ruin your weekend.
It can ruin your life. Is what it can do. Yeah, it's been ruining mine
it's
for like the past
at the moment, isn't it?
6 weeks. It's been ruining mine. We're going to get in some fantasy football soon, aren't we? But my boy was back. The Black Beckham was back on the wing, doing what he does best, whipping in balls, creating assists. What was it like, mate? What was it like?
Do you know what? It felt really good. Like, not just playing. It was the old having your pre-match meal.
Yeah.
Listen to like the gaffer give out his little team.
Who was managing?
Ian Rush and there's like a joint kind of.
Okay.
Phil Thompson and Sammy Lee.
Oh, nice.
But usually it's Kenny Dalglish, but
wow.
he couldn't turn up because for whatever reasons. So yeah, it's for LFC Foundation versus Chelsea Legends, Liverpool Legends. But just the old wearing your tracksuit, be down. It was just like that whole thing. The professionalism side of things was.
You're
good.
Basically a footballer again for the day, aren't you?
That's exactly what it is. You know, the team bus is waiting for you. The fans are lining up. Yes, you see me soon.
Was you any nerves?
Do you know what? There was slight nerves. I'm not going to lie, because there was 30,000 people there.
Jeez, yeah.
Yeah, Liverpool brought 4,000, and then obviously Chelsea fans filled it out. So there was a little bit of nerves, not going to lie.
Yeah.
But once you get on there and you start, it's all. But usually these games let people slide. Like, nah, mate.
No,
my shin's still hurting now.
Who tried to take you out?
Malouda.
Did he?
Yeah, mate. And he's like, I didn't touch you. So we saw him in the hotel after the game, and I like lifted up my trouser leg and showed him, and he goes, oh, I thought I didn't touch you.
I saw one of the pictures of Babiaru trying to take you out as well.
Yeah, that's his signature tackle.
He did that to me at Newcastle. Wiped me out one day.
Scissor thing, you can't get out.
Literally, no joke. Was in training one day, and it was in this like little this particular phase where I wasn't really getting on with Graham Souness very well. I was looking for a move out at that particular time. There was like a lot going on around me, if you know what I mean. And so my head had gone a little bit, and we're in training and we're doing this like possession. And it felt like to me, someone had told him, take him out type thing. Do you know what I mean? And Baba came in with that same tackle, and I just saw it late, and he lifted me. I nearly did a backflip. Mate, I landed on the ground. I walked straight in. I just looked at him. Like, it nearly kicked off. I think Scotty Parker came and got hold of me and was just like, just go. I walked into the dressing room, right, in my boots, sat there in the on the bench in the dressing room. Training's still going on.
Just thinking about thoughts.
I went, nah, fuck this. Got my keys. I went home in my molds, bro. Full kit, molds, everything. I went home.
Brilliant.
Sat in my house, and I think I even rang. My mum rang me, and I was speaking, and she was like, "What are you doing? Like, why are you be able to answer the phone?" I said, "I just walked in." She was like, "Jermaine, get your ass back to training now and go and speak to the manager."
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, mum, I'll go."
Yeah. So
I remember that tackle. When I saw it, it gave me flashbacks.
Yeah.
I was like,
I saw it coming. I was like, knocked around the other side and went the opposite side. And then if you look at on the Instagram, you can see his arm like near my thigh, like trying to and the referee didn't give me a penalty. Yeah, because I actually went down.
Oh, you went down?
Yeah, I actually went down.
Oh, you must have staggered that. You must have staggered it. It must have been like new age diving. You brought into the team.
No, there was a little bit of a flop to it, but it was a if that's going to VAR, straight penalty. So I said to Lino, like, I told the ref, like said mics, everything. I told the ref, but he just didn't. He just carried on playing.
Nothing.
Yeah, but it was really competitive. Diego Costa.
That's what I was going to say. I saw on like socials he got booked or something.
How do you get booked in a charity for a foundation game?
He looked
so
got
angry. A yellow card.
What was it for?
It was so Martin Skirtle kind of came around the back, but won the ball, and then obviously won the ball, and then carried on through. He like took Diego out, and then as Martin was walking back, he like tried to kicked out.
Oh, one of them ones
kicked out, but that wasn't the issue. So Martin said, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
and then Diego got up and started going head to head with Martin. And the referee was like, come on, man, put out and gave him a yellow. But the funny thing is, the same picture on Instagram, Sports Bible done it, of Martin and Diego
when they played
2015, and then the same picture.
Yeah, like beef don't die.
Yeah.
That's why.
But in the hotel afterwards, they're both pictures together. He actually came up to him and goes, "Oh, let's have a photo."
Oh, really?
But yeah, it was good.
The thing that killed me on socials with that Skirtle and Diego Costa situation was everyone was talking about it. What's going on with Skirtle's trim? So he actually wasn't voluntarily bold. He wasn't bold, like voluntarily.
That's a great question. It's either one of the world's best turkey trip or...
Oh.
But I don't think it was. I think he just
wanted that look.
He just wanted that look. He wanted that Agent 47 hitman look. He just wanted that.
He did look like a hitman when he was playing. Man's got a nice trim now.
Yeah, now he's got like full. Oh.
Can I ask you, right? Because obviously, I've we go to stadiums and pitches and so on and so forth. But like, there's some of the differences that you feel like in the stadium, whether the changing rooms are vastly different at Stamford Bridge in particular. The pitches, the big one I want to know because look, we're not old, but we definitely play. I know I played at Stamford Bridge one time and it was just sand. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? When you used to go to Old Trafford and it was just mud. It was, your touch had to be on point in certain areas. Do you remember there was like bare patches in places?
Yeah.
Like the middle of the pitch would be bare. The goal areas were just bare. So, what was it like? Is it as we say, like you can't have a bad touch on these pitches?
You can't. As in,
like it's not bubbling.
You don't need to worry about the ball. You don't need to concentrate on, right, this is going to jump any minute now. It's not one of those. It's just you perfect. Can look around and it's going to be on. It's just going to be rolling smooth.
Yeah.
It was like carpet. It was like carpet. These guys and they're playing in the pitches now. It's carpet. Does it all year round? That pitch will be like that.
Yeah.
Come middle of Jan.
Okay.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
And last couple, who was balling? Who was you looking at going, geez, I reckon you could get good 45 minutes out of him in the Prem or Championship?
I would, my skill.
Yeah?
Without a shadow of a doubt. He was, he kept our defence on lock. Hence we had a clean sheet. I would say Yossi Benayoun is kind of still the same physique as when we was playing. Ryan Babel obviously scored the goal.
You like? No, I'm being genuine though, because you're mentioning players who you think they could do a little 45 in the Championship.
I'm telling you, if they'd done a good pre-season, and 100%. This is from our team. Who else could do a little bit? Martin Kelly. Yeah, he's still. I think he's only just retired. I think.
Got you.
So he's still got a bit about him. Obviously. Woohoo! Me.
Bro, you can't do it.
You give me a pre-season, bro. You get me fit. Yeah, get my body conditioned. I will give you something. JT looked steady.
Yeah, JT plays and runs, to be fair.
Yeah, JT looked steady. What's from
what was Hazard saying?
Do you know what? First half was like, boy, is this Hazard's cousin? Where's Eden? Huh? Where is he, bro? Who's this guy?
He's not bothered.
Nah, they had like a little, had a few
little derby,
couple of beers, some pies in there. But second half, he kind of showed up.
Yeah, he was like, listen, I'll show you some stuff.
Yeah,
okay,
it was chopping my left, right, and centre.
Was it?
Yeah, but he's obviously lost a few yards and gained a few pounds.
Nice.
But you could see, if he really put his head down and had a good pre-season, he could still do a bit.
So what do you reckon you miss most? Having that experience that you've had as a professional footballer this weekend, what would you say is something you'd go, I really miss that?
Do you know what? I was getting abused.
You missed the abuse?
I was getting abused, honestly.
Was you?
Because of they thought I was diving, but it was a penalty. Also, Malouda almost took my shin off, so I was down, like, it really hurt.
Yeah.
And every time I got the ball, if you go on my Insta and you watch it, you could just go, boo, boo. And then, they was giving me stick. When I took a corner, they was giving me stick. I miss that.
Yeah.
I miss
nice,
that because, it kind of gives you a little spirit on, like, all right, you carry on. You wait till I do something good. I'm turning around, I'm giving it you back.
It's funny when you talk to people about kind of those types of things. And I have people ask me all the time, what do you miss about like playing football? And that's always one of my things. Especially when you used to go into those like derby matches and stuff and you'd come out the tunnel and you used to see fans just foaming at the mouth, like veins out their neck, just so angry at you. And I used to just think, I love this. This is like, that's what it's about. It's so weird for people to understand how much that like spurs you on and gives you more energy and makes you feel more tuned into the game, innit?
Oh, honestly, it gives you that extra little bit more incentive to do something good. And when you put in a great ball, when you skip past the player, it's like, moving out. This is so much fun, isn't it? Yeah. And obviously being with your teammates as well, and they're all, it's just, I miss all that. The actual playing, there's a lot of politics to it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, especially when you're in a big team, every game's crazy and you got to win. And if you don't, you feel it. Don't miss that. Miss the changing room.
Yeah.
The whole build up to the game, the banner that was having, all of that, miss all that. So
overall, you just missed the money, basically.
Well, if you're looking at it that way,
No, I'm joking. Nah, it's good, mate. I was jealous. I think Liverpool do an unbelievable job with the legends in the game. They play all over the world, don't they? My Spurs need to fix up. They had one recently that I didn't play in, actually, but I'm getting my body right now, so I'm ready for a little DM. They're asking me to those box-to-boxes. They might not be available. Box-to-box genius might not be available, but definitely could sit in front of that back four and hit a few like 60-yarders, no problem.
You can't move anywhere.
Bro, I'm all right now. I'm all right. Been working on the calves.
Well, but I just say, you did a little run not long ago. You came in limping. Like
that was after I jumped out of the cold water swimming, though. It was like a stupid move. And the only reason I was running was to get here on time so I didn't have to pay another freaking fine. I just keep topping up this pot. So, and it was all uphill. So I jumped out the pond, did a little jog, and it was like, ping.
You're not going to be doing that again, are you, sir?
Absolutely not. Come New Year, mate, I'll be ready. Don't worry about that.
We'll see. So we've spoke about how we've missed football and whatnot, but have you missed fantasy football?
You know what, right? Just how bad are your weekends without just football in general?
Yeah. I told you, international.
It is boring. And you know what? Fair play to the lads. There's only so much they can do, right? I mean, to win all their games in the margins that they did, not concede any goals, they've done their job. They've done their job, and you're always going to have people talking about, well, wasn't very exciting, that wasn't this, that wasn't that. Who cares? I remember playing in some of those like qualifiers and stuff. And, when you're against those teams, there were moments that I know. I don't know if this team in particular do it, as in England, but I know there were games where you might go 3-0 up. Come the 60th minute, everyone's thinking about being back at their clubs and making sure that they're fit and they're like saving themselves and stuff. So, the job's done type mentality. The teams they're playing against are so bad. There's only so much you can do. If they win 10-0, someone's always going to have something to say. But, the reality is they've done their job. They're going out to, Mexico, Canada and America, to go and try and do something this time. And that's all they can do. But the reality is it was hella boring, and I'm buzzing that the Premier League's back. Simple as that. But
just quickly touching on that, I'm quite happy of what I'm seeing. As in, under Gareth Southgate, I didn't really see 5-0s. It was even when we played these, basic teams.
We beat Panama. What was it? Panama was like a 5-1 or 6-1, I think.
Right. How long that was? I was probably about 14.
It was in Russia.
But now I've always said we need to be cutthroat, stamp on necktie. If we're 2-0, let's go 3. If we're 3, let's go 4. And
that's what we say when we're playing golf, isn't it?
Yeah, just ruthless. Yeah. So, and that's what I'm seeing under Tuchel. Southgate, I didn't see that. So all these people before, when there's moaning about we've got a German manager in and whatnot, I don't hear them barking up that tree anymore. He's gave us that ruthless nature now, because we should be, because we're one of the best teams in the world. I mean, not on paper. It's all about doing that. And so I'm happy right now with where England are. But I'm even happier that the Premier League and fantasy football is back, because I'm still leading the way. No forfeit.
What do you mean you're leading the way?
Between me and you.
doesn't count. No.
That's what's important.
That is a
wild card. Jermaine Jenas versus Jermaine Pennant. That's what's important.
Yeah, but that's a week in, week out situation.
Week out situation.
It's not like, I'm 6-1 up or anything like that. It's just a week in, week out. That's all it is. You're not leading anything. You're 16th.
Okay,
where are you?
I'm still sitting in the main chair, so I'm leading this week. So there's
I don't know why this lot gave you this kind of power. I don't, man. This is not going to end well for this lot. I tried to tell them.
There's no forfeit this week, which is probably your.
It's a benefit to me right now, right?
But we're going to say that our kitty is up to £500, and we're only in game week 9.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm going to be drinking my JJ, my boy.
You're welcome. It's going to be a good Christmas party. Put it that way.
Yeah, so we've got a long way to go still. Where this could go. Yeah.
Go on then.
So, current plans.
You're hosting. Keep going.
So, what are we talking about for the fantasy then? Now we're back in it.
What was that on the script? Next. What's next? I mean, the thing to get into is obviously, what we're doing this week, I suppose. Look, it was closer last week. I was 7 points off, yeah. Got a couple of decisions to make this week. I mean, Richarlison is 100% coming out of my team.
Whee!
Yeah, that's a fact.
Finally, well done, JJ. Well done, mate.
That's a fact. And it all centres around whether I'm taking a -4 or not. Because obviously I got, in Burmo, in my opinion, I think for what's out there, 8.1 mil, bit steep for what he's delivering currently. So I'm thinking about getting him out, getting Richarlison out, taking a -4. Could potentially bring in a Saka, maybe Eza, Caicedo. We're just getting to that stage in it's not far down the season, but when I'm looking at the league, if I'm trying to catch you, I can't have the same players as you.
Nope.
And you've managed to kind of get that gap. So I'm now like, right, where are those ones that I think are developing, those players that I think actually are coming into their own now and going to be doing some stuff, and those teams that are starting to show some form as well. And I think, I've got to do a little bit of a deep dive, but I think that's why when you mentioned like players like Igor, like the other day, I thought that was, and I know he came off against City, but
he's played City.
You can still see he will get goals this year. I have to say, I think he will get goals. So I've got to do a little bit of a deep dive into those players to try and find a way around you, basically. Because there's other things I could do, like Van de Ven at the back. He's cheap, but maybe there's another angle to go there because he keeps costing me as well. And then my goalkeeper situation as well. I'm not getting clean sheets.
Yeah.
Last year, I'd have stuck with Henderson all the way in and I was living. This year, obviously, at the start of the season was thinking Forest, we're going to be Forest. So we are, mate. And they're not Forest anymore. So I've got to figure that situation out as well, but in time.
It's crazy because last year, I think a lot of people, I would say 90% of FPL managers would have had a lot of Forest players, at least 2.
Oh, yeah.
Now, my team has got 0.
Yeah, I've got the goalkeeper, that's it.
And that's it. I'm not even gone there. That's all due to the manager and his style of play.
Yeah.
My team, I'm kind of strong because I've keep beating you. So I'm thinking if it's not broke, don't fix it. But my only dilemma is that I gave Phil Foden a chance a few times.
You think about taking Phil out?
Oh, yeah. He's not done anything for me.
He's building.
I ain't got time to wait.
You're ahead. What do you mean you ain't got time? You're cruising.
But you said it's not about me and you, it's about the league as well. So I want to climb that league. I want to stamp my authority on Wildcards League.
You want to catch Sam?
I want to catch Sam and just got a Christmas party. I'm going to be like looking down at him, everything. You
know what though? There's been, in terms of the transfers out for this weekend, Salah has been one of the most transferred out this weekend.
Yeah, I can understand that. And I can't back you anymore.
Pedro and Grealish. I think Grealish is injured though, isn't he? I think he had a little knock.
Potentially, yeah.
But he's also on loan, isn't he? He can't play against City anyway, and I think they got City. So
that's why, but I think that's a strange one because I'm...
And then Gyökeres, another one who's been transferred out most.
Told you, that roadblock.
And Richarlison.
Wreck-It Ralph up there.
That's what he is, isn't he?
He is, bro.
Oh, wait. I'm still backing him. I'm still backing him.
You're still backing him, yeah?
I'm going to back him till Christmas.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I'm going to back him till Christmas.
All right, well, I'm giving a Fulham away because I'm making Foden and I'm bringing Eze in, and then I'm shipping him out. 9 mil. I can do a lot with that 9 mil.
Yeah, you can. What's your defense, by the way? Just
my defense is nice because I can change in and make subs with them, and drop one and not play one, play a 4, play a 3. They're all good. So Timber's a stayer.
Yeah,
because also
Timber's a bad man, isn't it? What he brings to the table is a joke. Yeah,
we can assist. They definitely keep clean sheets.
Yeah,
Senesi from
Senesi as well. So my back four's basically the same as
he's a guy. Even if they do concede, he's getting DEFCONs. He's getting.
He gets some extra points, doesn't he?
He gets extra points.
Yeah, I've started to feel
and I've got my boy Gay.
Yeah,
he chips up a very nice little assist there.
Yeah, and they with England got 2 against Wales.
So I'm saying this is that guy.
So what?
And then I've got Virgil.
You got Virgil there.
That's a big 6 mil as well. 6 mil.
That's a big back 4.
That's what I'm saying. So if I want to play a back 3, I can just. I mean, I'm nice.
I can see.
Say if one's got a tough fixture, I can go. Do you know what, Virgil? I think you're going to concede. Come out.
If he starts twerking again.
If he starts on that, come out, bro. Get to the dance floor. You're not playing this game. So my back 4's nice. And then I've got Henderson in goal. I think Bournemouth, Crystal Palace looks solid
they do.
at the moment. So I'm happy with a double up there.
You've got a nice base there. I think that's what I need to work on. The Van der Ven situation. Even the other day against Leeds, I was just like, I mean, to be fair, that game was harder than I think people give it credit for.
Leeds, I'm telling you, Ellen Road is going to be a tough place for a lot of people.
Yeah, I agree. But they just keep conceding and they're killing me. So I need to look at that defensive situation. And Burmo's not playing for me this week. He's going to probably come out altogether.
Yeah.
I'm bringing Kudus back in. Got Szoboszlai in midfield with Semenya. I mean, I'm probably going to pad that out and go to a 4-4-2, I think, this week. I have got Reinders on the bench that I could put in there and not have to take a -4 and then just take Richarlison out and save my double transfers for next week is what's on my mind. Sometimes I always think, when you're chasing, you make so many rash decisions. And one of my big kind of things I always do is I always start the -4s just kick in because I'm just chasing. So I just feel like I need to just have a tiny bit of calm, gather some transfers because I feel like I'm going to need them at some point as well. Just make a couple of substitutions and then I think I'll be good this week.
Good. I think I'm going with a 3-4-3.
So who's the defender that you don't fancy? Is it Senesi?
It's yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
It's because Palace, that's a horrible place. Like I said last week.
The only thing I would say is sometimes when these almost like I find Bournemouth and Palace is a good match.
Yeah.
As in they're very similar, not playing styles or anything like that, but just as they'll go onto the pitch both thinking they can beat each other. Whereas Palace, when they play against Liverpool at home, their game plan will be less about them in terms of attacking and more about defensive structure, counter-attacking style, if you know what I mean. And I think it can catch teams like Palace out, those Bournemouth games.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't get too...
No, I'm not. Do you know what? I've just had a quick look and I've lied.
Again.
No.
That's not your team, is it?
No. I've just changed my mind right now. So it's not a lie. It's not a lie, guys. But I've just worked it out. It's like I've got Semenya. So
yeah.
I want him to do well. So there's no point taking out Senesi and having a Henderson and Gay. If I want Semenya to do what? So I'm going to take out Gay. Because if Semenya was to score, then that's my clean sheet gone for 2 people. So I'll take out Gay. Obviously, because I want Semenya to 2 bits.
Is that locked in? Can we say that you've told the viewers this, you're speaking to me about it, you've made your decision, and you're not a liar anymore? That's what's going to be happening at the weekend.
I need time.
You're just a liar.
I need 12 hours. Give me 12.
All right, as always, got to give a big thank you to Match Bingo for sponsoring this week's podcast. Big games this weekend. What? Who would you be telling your Match Bingo kind of people who play the game to be going for this week? What game?
I think there's only one that stands out really. Liverpool and Man United at Anfield.
A lot going off there.
There'll be
everything could go off.
Everything. It could be goals galore. Could be cards. You name it.
There's a lot going on.
There could be a lot going off. So that will be the game that I'm choosing, Liverpool v Man United. So on your match bingo card, there will be 15 match events, which could be from goals scored, substitutions, free kicks, corners, you name it, offsides. And they will automatically get ticked off while the game's proceeding. And if you're the lucky one, you will win some fantastic prizes.
While the game's proceeding?
Yes.
I like it. You've been doing some stuff. You've been practicing. I like it. As always, it's a special offer for our Wildcards listeners. If you're a first-time depositor and you deposit £5, you get £10 extra to place. That's £15 in total. Always remember, 18 plus only. Gamble responsibly. Visit gambleaware.org. And also, if you click the link in the description, you can scan the QR code and use the code, Wildcards, and you'll get everything you want. You literally sat here and just went, actually, I want Bournemouth to do well because I've got Semenyo in my team. So therefore, I'm going to take out Mark Gahey because I want Bournemouth to do well.
Yeah.
So that was your decision you made?
Over 12-hour period.
You didn't say that. You didn't say anything about 12 hours.
Throwing in a 12-hour...
caveat.
Yeah, a little respite to, make my decision. You can't just do something on the whim. You have to...
I can, and Benmo's coming out.
Yeah, okay, that's you. And I need to do me. But I tell you one thing that's not a lie.
What?
Gyökeres is going to come out.
Yeah.
And next transfer, and I'm going to get in Voldemort. My God, I'm going to get Voldemort.
You're bringing in Voldemort, yeah?
I'm going to bring Voldemort in.
Scored in the week, didn't he?
Scored, off his arm, shoulder.
Don't matter.
No, you got to be there.
Doesn't matter.
I think he's a threat. I think he's, Newcastle look to him now as to bang them goals in. And I think he's shown his worth. And I think for the price as well,
I'll tell you what,
he's doing better than Gyökeres at the moment.
I'll tell you what I really did enjoy the other day. Stepping up and taking that penalty. And you see where he stuck it?
I did see where he stuck it. He put it right in that top corner.
Right in the bins. Right? I mean, to be fair, I always look at that when new players arrive at a football club. If you're a striker, like, I need to see something from you in terms of, like, I'm the man. Like if strikers just turn up, say like Sesko, for example, at Manchester United. I don't care who you are. Like, there's going to be a conversation had at some point where if you want me to be the main guy here, I'm taking penalties. And I originally saw it with Gyökeres, and then he got parked up by Saka recently, which I did say would happen at the start. So I don't know if Saka just went, listen, we'll get you off the mark, but they're mine. But all top strikers should be taking penalties. So with Baltimore, he's obviously got a bit of gumption about him, which I quite like.
But you look in that squad, I don't think anyone really, you look to go, oh yeah, you're going to be a fantastic penalty taker.
Wait, in what squad? In Newcastle?
Yeah, there's not. Who would you say, right, yeah, you're the penalty taker?
Yeah, who did take them? Was it Isak?
It was Isak.
Yeah,
he's gone. Then you maybe look to Anthony Gordon.
I think Tonali would be the guy.
Well, there we go. We're all woman and orange. So I think
Tonali
there's no one there going, yeah, they're mine. Everyone's like, oh, okay, you can maybe have it. So he's got.
That's a good point.
I'm the striker. I'm the guy. And these penalties and these goals, all they do is help a player's confidence. You put them away, you go into the next game, think I'm going to score.
Yeah, nobody wants to be 007, man. Get those goals instantly.
So I think Voldemort.
So you're going to go Voldemort Haaland up top?
Voldemort Haaland, João Pedro, keeping him there. They're playing Nottingham Forest away.
Who does?
Chelsea. Chelsea have got Forest away, and you got, so we are, mate. So can't see them keeping a clean sheet because it's, oh, we are, mate. So I'm keeping him there.
So who's you talking about there, sorry?
João Pedro, as well as Voldemort and Haaland.
So you're going to go João Pedro, Haaland. Are you going to free up top?
Yes. 3.
So even though Gyökeres' run of games look reasonably nice, you're taking him out?
Well,
Fulham away, Palace at home, Burnley away, Sunderland away.
I can't take him out this week because I've already took Foden out. So I've only got one transfer. But for next week, I'll be taking him out. So unless he comes into this game against Fulham and bags me 2 and proves me wrong, and goes, Gaffer, this is why I need to keep me, I will keep him. But if he blanks again, I'm going to send him off to the computer shop and he can play Rocket Ralph or whatever he wants to do. and is not going to be in my starting 11. And Voldemort is coming in.
So he's in this week. Locked in
this week, locked in. Yes.
Do you need 12 hours for that, or is he locked in?
No, that's confirmed, guys. That's confirmed.
Okay, good shot.
I swear, look.
Oh my word, you've gone deep. You've gone extremely deep.
It's locked in though. Yeah, there's no false, no lie.
Well, you better make sure it happens.
I told no lie.
Some bad karma coming your way.
No.
Okay,
that,
right, nice. I just think for me going forward now, I need to go top. I'm sticking with Alexander the Great and Erling because I think they're just like elite bagsmen. They're elite bagsmen. They're going to deliver all season long, those guys, all right? And I just need to feed some of that energy into my midfield now. That's all I need to do. Like, my midfield just needs a little restructure. I was just having a little look then at a couple of options. You know, I see the couple of boys at Burnley doing all right. There could be some sneaky ones. Anthony and Cullen.
Listen, Burnley, good team. Good team, Burnley. Get some of them players, I'm telling you. Good team.
How are we going to get on this podcast? Casually abusing players and teams.
Since when is telling someone you're good, abusing someone?
Yeah, good team. Yeah, it's sincere. I like it.
Good team.
Oh, mate. Anyway, crack on.
Oh, wow.
Come on, you're hosting the show. Crack on.
Well, I think we've covered everything now, guys. Welcome to Wildcards Podcast, episode not 10. We will see you next week, same time, with me, Jermaine Pennant, and Jermaine Jenas over there.
No, we're not done.
No, I'm joking. Jack Wilshere got a Luton job. How about that? How do you think he's going to do? It's a tough little gig, that.
I hope he does really well. I just really enjoy the fact that Jack's... I like the route. I've always thought if I was going to go into management, that's the route I would take.
What, League One?
No, it would be like... he did the under-18s for...
that path.
Yeah, he did the under-18s for Arsenal for a while, because... I remember when I was at Spurs, I just ruptured my Achilles, and the... what was his name? So the head of the academy basically was Alex Inglethorpe at the time, I think it was. Well, it was John McDermott would have been the head of the academy, and then Alex Inglethorpe he's the guy at Liverpool basically. So he's the one he brought through Trent and so on and so forth. And whilst he was at Spurs, John McDermott, they brought in the Harry Kane era, Andros Townsend and Ryan Mason. So I mean, they've worked with unbelievable young players. So when I was coming back from rupturing my Achilles, instead of going straight into first team football, Alex was like, "Oh, why don't you just come and have a knock with the kids? They can learn a lot from you, and I can help you, and so on and so forth." I was like, "All right, cool." So we were doing like all these possessions. I was enjoying it with all the youngsters. Some good players at that time. I think like Nabil Bentaleb was there in that youth group as well. Like Jake Livermore, a lot of good young players that went and had careers. So it was a good session. Anyway, after the session's done, that Alex has got everyone around in like a huddle, and he's just tapped me on the back and he's gone, "Go on, Jermaine. Let them know your thoughts." I was just baffled. Yeah. I was just there like, wow. I've sat in first team dressing rooms and had something to say, but all of a sudden I got these kids looking at me. I don't know what to say. Do you know what I mean? It was just a weird feeling of like, he essentially just turned me into a coach, and I just had to just deal with it. It was just like, whatever I said, pretty minimal at the time, but I think they're the steps that can shock you a little bit, I think, when you're going into coaching. So watching Jack do what he's done with Arsenal, going to Norwich, I feel like the journey's been a good one, and ending up at a place like Luton, which it looks like he's got some affiliation with from being there when he was a kid and so on, is going to be good for him. So I wish him well. If I'm honest, I don't know Jack's style.
I think I'd hate to be working underneath you.
Why?
If you was a manager, I'd hate to be a player. I'd like you be my manager.
Why is that?
Because you get aggressive.
Yeah,
you get aggressive, and if you was to answer back, you just lose your head.
Yeah, I think you have to have that.
And I think it'd be really strict as well.
Of course.
Yeah,
that's what management is about. No.
Well, it's just to a certain extent. You got to be flexible.
Yeah, but I think you're flexible in managing individuals. There has to be a core structure for the team, and I mean, like, you got to turn up on time.
I get that.
All those like fundamentals that that make a team. Like, don't dress reasonably smart, blah, 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 whatever it is. Like,
see, like that. What do you mean dress reasonably smart? It's a football team, not a fashion show.
That's my point.
So why you got to dress reasonably smart?
Because we are, when you're going to certain grounds, you're representing the football
club. Yeah, but you've
club.
got your team tracksuit.
Yeah,
so
precisely.
What do you mean by dress reasonably smart?
Have you seen when like Real Madrid turn up for their Champions League games?
Yeah.
That's reasonable. That's smart.
Okay, but they're given that by the club.
Yeah.
Well, they're not going in their own clubber.
No, yeah, exactly. That's their look.
So then dressing reasonably smart will become from the team, as in what their tracksuit is or what their club attire is.
Yeah, but when you was playing, I remember going with England, right, with you, like 21s, 18s,
Yes.
whatever. We'd be giving out England tracksuit.
Correct.
And I don't know whether you thought you was crisscross or I don't know who you thought you were.
Yep.
But you used to roll up your left leg would be rolled up.
Yeah.
The jacket would be like this. Yeah. Jacket would be like this. Buttons on your top would be all undone. And you just be bowling in, laces undone. And you'd be like, yeah, right, gaffer. Like, and you'd sit down. I used to look at you and think, this guy just don't care one bit. Like, that's how you used to roll.
Do you know what's
like,
important?
At least put your jacket on and like, just look presentable.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying.
Comfort is the way forward. Comfort is the way forward. All right, if you was a manager, I've got a question for you.
Go.
If you was a manager, would you be pissed if your boys were like having a night out? Say there's not in on a Sunday, played on a Saturday, forget result, or I'd say they drew, whatever. On a Sunday, there was off, report back in Monday.
Yeah.
Would you be annoyed if press started taking pics and your boys, a few of your boys are in the tabloids, at 3 a.m, coming out of whatever kind of establishment?
Funky Buddha.
Would you, as a manager, would you be like, right, you're going to be on the bench next week?
No, not at all. Because for me, it's all about what you're doing almost like under my roof. So whilst you're at training, as long as you're, you're training hard and I see you developing, if you're playing hard, the minute those standards drop, then I will have a problem. Yeah. Because that is exactly what it is. There are certain players out there, you look at stories around like Ronaldinho and Ronaldo and these elite level players, we had players at Spurs. I don't like outing people, but Van der Vaart used to
name names.
Van der Vaart used to like a little night out. To be fair, but Rafa used to deliver. Come the weekend, you could not tell this guy was out or not. And you heard these stories about Ronaldo saying he used to play on a Saturday in Madrid and then fly to Paris. There are certain players where that is their ego. It's how they deliver week in, week out. They're showmen. You know what I mean? And of course, I think it has to be more bespoke for those players. If I see something that has a negative impact on the team, then I think you have to start nipping things in the bud. But I'm not going to be strict for the sake of being strict. It's just that I definitely believe, when I look at some of the best teams I've ever watched in the country or globally or whatever, and some of the best managers I played under, they all had this, under Bobby Robson, for example, it was, we used to have to wear suits to home matches. And, even those little things of when you went to eat after training, you used to have to sit down, right? I don't know what it was like at your clubs, but you'd all sit like around a table and we just have to sit there talking until the manager came in. If the manager had like interviews to do or he wanted to go in the gym or whatever, we had to wait. So you used to have to sit there. Then he'd come in, he'd sit down with his staff for 5 minutes, and then he'd stand up and go, right, boys, go and eat. And then we'd all get up with our plates, go and eat, and then we'd sit down and you was not allowed to leave. And then until he said you could leave. And then he stood up at the end and we'd go, right, boys, you can go now. And then we'd all go. Or you'd go back into the gym that afternoon. And
Rafa Benitez could never do that.
Why?
Do you think Rafa Benitez could go, right, Stevie G, you can go and eat now? I think it was more like Stevie G saying, right, Rafa, you can have some paella now, mate. Feel free, pal.
Nothing like a bit of casual racism.
No, well, do you know what? Having experienced playing football in the highest level and cheeky night out here and there, if I was a manager, I would advocate my boys have to go out.
They have to.
I'd like, listen, boys, if we get 3 points today, Sunday, Monday off, enjoy, have a party, do whatever, relax, boom, bosh.
Yeah, it does go a long way.
The team spirit.
It does go a long way.
I love this gaffer. But as soon as I start stepping, and then I'd rein it in. But if we're doing well, boys, get yourself to London, get yourself to Manchester, get yourself here. Do you know what? Have 2 days off. Go Ibiza, come back reasonable. Come back reasonable, and then we go again, boys. You know what I mean? And they go, do you know what? I'm gonna fight for this guy.
And that does work, I think, for a period of time.
The worst thing is, you know, I'd get a cheeky flight out with them. I'd be like, whoa. That's why I couldn't be a manager.
You could be my assistant, though.
What?
You could be my assistant.
Good cop, bad cop.
Yeah. I think
that would work well. Any teams out there struggling, you know, I'm not done my badges, but we can fake that.
Yeah, we can fake it. I think it'd be a good partnership. I think it'd be a very good partnership. Maybe we'll think about it. Let's see how the podcast goes.
Yeah, we've got time.
But no, Jack, you know, good luck, mate. Gotta say, what a player. I'm looking forward to seeing how his team plays. Guy. Very good guy. I'm looking forward to seeing how that transitions onto the football pitch. But Luton, good team.
Good team. Is it called Kenilworth? What's it called?
Kenilworth. Jeez, honestly. I don't know.
Kenilworth what?
I don't know how you get through the day. Road.
Listen.
I didn't play there. Did you play there? Did you not play in that game where Alonso scored from the halfway line?
No, I was at Birmingham then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't play. I don't play at places like that.
Oh, you know, on a little...
But good team. I don't play like those kind of grounds, but a good team.
Brother, what do you mean you don't play at those kind of grounds? You played for Billericay. I can only imagine some of the grounds you went and played at.
Bro, you don't want to know.
Give me a name. Give me a name to see if I would know it.
I can't even name my team right now.
This is what I'm saying.
Oh, actually.
Go on.
Wingate and Finchley.
Where? Wingate?
Wingate and Finchley.
Yeah, but Wingate?
But that's what there's...
Is that the team's called Wingate?
Or Finchley and Wingate, one of the two.
Jeez, yeah.
But I was on a hill.
Yeah.
We played on a hill. If you're shooting uphill second half, you're in trouble.
Chris Packets and all that.
Oh, it was windy as well.
Yeah, you played at some obscure grounds.
Only for a few months, and then it was like my time to like say, yeah,
enough's enough.
Enough's enough. Let's go in.
You know, just before we finish, you know, kind of hit me up this week. Well, I hit him up first, then he hit me up. So, have you seen this HMRC Podcast Guy?
Yes. Oh, he hit you up.
Well, we had a
on the water.
No. So basically, what happened was this, right?
Now, come to this, come to the table, come step to the stage, my front and stand. That
guy. So obviously, I've been watching his content for a period of time now, but I didn't want to follow him because I didn't want to put myself on the radar. You know, when you follow him, it's like I'm gonna follow this guy. So I thought, you know what? Last night I can't. I love his content too much. I'm gonna show some love. So I hit the follow button. He messaged me straight away. He said, "Jermaine, the streets have been asking for you." He said the streets have been asking for you, but he did say, to be fair, I think he said I've done a mini deep dive, and so far, all's good. Do you know what I mean? He was talking about a story when I scored 2 for Spurs and I should have scored a hat-trick and me and Keno got into a big fight or whatever. And he went, that's the kind of stuff I like to see. So we're on the radar, is what I'm saying.
You're on the radar?
I'm on the radar. I could be on there soon. Ooh. I'm hoping not. Even the other day when we did you did the Beast Mode podcast recently,
yeah.
That's when I started panicking. Because obviously you're telling stories on there, and I know
sometimes you go left, sometimes you go right. You can't, remember every detail.
Yeah, it's like I was playing. So I mentioned the game we played against Juventus in the Champions League. It was like 2002 for Newcastle. It's like one of my first games in Champions League, and I'm going through it and recalling it, and I was like, you know what? They had like Trezeguet, Del Piero up front. Del Piero bangs in this free kick because they're like just my memories of that game. All I remember, to be honest with you, is Bobby decided to put Andy Griffin on a man-to-man job on Pavel Nedved. So we had no right back.
Yeah.
Because Pavel Nedved just went, I'm going to go play over here. And our right back decided to go and stand on the left wing. I was doing all kinds of work down that right-hand side. But anyway, after I clocked the HMRC thing, I was like, you know what? I need to do a little deep dive into making sure that I got this right. Yeah,
I mean, by the way, I missed this one. This one.
It's so mad how much you do kind of like miss in terms of the details. Because when I checked the team, Trezeguet weren't starting, but it did come on after like 17 minutes. So I was like, I knew it was in there somewhere. So I think I'm okay at the minute. But funny. Your clips are coming soon.
It's funny that because most of my clips I see him tagged, but I'm not worried because people would think that is a lie. But with me, I can assure you it's not.
I don't know. Your record on this show is not very good when it comes to lying.
That's totally different. When I'm talking about my career and things I've done personally, it might sound far-fetched because, but it's me, guys. I'm telling you, it's the truth. Like, the Real Madrid one keeps on trying it, but like I said, I don't need to worry because everything I'd say is actually the truth.
It's actually a hard one to prove, isn't it? Unless you go and tie Florentino Perez down. Was he the guy that was there?
Oh, God, I don't know who the chairman would have been.
Yeah, it might have
but
been.
There's the other ones where they try to. You can't listen.
They're hard to tie down. Those ones. We could get Sky on the phone.
Yeah, my career and the things I did in it and out of it could seem like, yeah, bro. I'm telling you, boy. My boy knows me and he knows I'm telling the truth.
It's true. I'll back you. I think you'll back me as well. To be fair, there's no lying. But if we do appear.
It is what it is.
Got to find the receipts and make sure that it's legit. Simple as that, like he says. Right.
So we now are here to the end of the show, and this is where this guy takes over. Calls to arms. Thank you very much. I've done my job.
Calls to arms.
Calls to arms. Arms to call. Whatever you want to say.
Calls to arms.
Call to action.
All right. Calls to action. Right, you lot. As always, we do appreciate the love and support. We're growing. And we'd love you to grow along with us. The league is growing nicely as well, but we'd like it to be double the size it is by Christmas. So come and get involved. Like we said, we've got loads of awards to give out for our winners in that league as well. So there's plenty of banter going on. And very soon, very, very soon, we're going to be getting a few of you on the show as well to talk us through your wins, throughout the season, because I can't deal with this guy 24/7 winning week in, week out. So I need some of you winners to be coming on and gloating on our show. So wherever you go and get your podcasts, make sure you go and follow us, Wildcards Pod, and also follow us on Instagram, Wildcards Pod. And that's that, I think.
Yes, and the more of you that join the league, the more of you will push Jermaine Jenas into a relegation battle. So please make my day, make everyone out there's day as well.
Yeah.
Because he talks a great game, and I think this would be, the icing on the cake, seeing this guy down there with the likes of Luton.
That's harsh. But anyway, we're at 120 in terms of the league. Let's try and get to 150, please. And that would be sensational. Thank you for your support.